First matchup tonight, which is actually an Empire versus RCTIC game, which should be very interesting to say the least. It's going to be coming up in just a short second. We're up onto the 9th round already, so no more delays here, guys. And of course, the first map is going to be cobblestone, second map going to be cash, and third, if we need it, will be train. And the first map obviously being picked by Empire here. So off we go into the 9th round, assuming we don't crash. There we go. It's going to look like Empire will be probably taking this 9th round. Oh, and as I say that, Caster's Curse. Nope, not Caster's Curse. Empire's taking the 9th round. So they're probably going to be going with the CT side here on Cobble. Although, a lot of it is preference on, which side you do want to start on Cobble. Cobblestone's one of those maps where, it's a bit CT, a bit T, kind of, at the end of the day, depends on preference. I think it's like 50-50. It's very similar to Dust. So, I wouldn't personally say it's an extremely CT or T-sided map. I think it's very equal. But, of course, regardless, we are going to be going straight into the pistol round here, and if we have a look at the Empire buy, they've gone for 5 armors, which is a very brave lack of kit buy. Of course, if they do get a bomb down RCTIC, that is, Empire are going to have to retake this pretty fast, because obviously they don't have that 5-second advantage. There again, of course, with the recent changes to the bomb timer, it doesn't really matter as much as it did previously, and it's basically like an inherent kit that you have on your player. On RCTIC instead, they're going to be going for 4 armors and a nade buy up on Saw there. And we can see already some damage has been found from the RCTIC side over towards the Russians on Empire. You can see Spaz. He's pushed all the way back towards the site. What's interesting to note is the fact that Team Empire, they've actually got Cyber Focus playing. Recently, they've had a lot of matches where he hasn't been able to play, and just like I mentioned him, there we go, kicking things off. We've actually had Dave standing in for Team Empire, and Cyber Focus is definitely the kind of man of the team. He's a really strong player, so it's interesting to see he's finally playing some online matches now. And here we go, RCTIC are going to be taking control of the A site here. They haven't cleared out Spaz. He's going to be at the back of the site. We'll pick up one though, and Trade's coming out, so in the favour of RCTIC right now. They've already lost one player on Empire, and now they're losing 2. Twister's knocked down Electronic, and now Fix is alone in a 1 versus 3. But again, Bomb's not down, but still, even if it does go down, no kit here on the Russian side, and Fix is going to grab one, but it might be a consolidation frag as the flank comes out from behind him, and there's still one player on the site to deal with. It's both the positions of the players. Again, there could be a possible flank coming out from Twister, but he's got to guess that one himself, and he's got to hurry up with it. He now knows where both of them are, but really no time for this defuser. 10 seconds on the clock for that diffuser, and Sort is going to be waiting for the peak. So, again, playing this perfectly, RCTIC. They aren't over-peaking, they aren't over-committing to any angles, and they're not taking engagements that aren't going to favour them. And this is actually perfect here with these clocks. Again, they're not the best weapons for a long range. So Twister all the way down there and ramp, which is playing a quite far angle and just tapping and hiding, not committing to a gunfight, not giving away anything, and pretty much single-handedly allowing RCTIC to take that round in the bag. Of course, if Saw went down, Twister just wouldn't have to peek, and there's no way Empire could have got that defusing with their lack of kit. And off we go into the second round. We're going to see the force buy obviously coming out from the CT side. 4 pistols all across the board apart from Cyber. He's going to be picking up a scout here. No armor to support it, of course. That's going to be a good 1700 in the bank spent. We're going to see RCTIC just establish a steady default here, just split out throughout the map. Storage holding towards the top with Saw also supporting with his Mac 10 up close. Doesn't really want to be playing a range with that, and the rest of them heading over towards the B site with the bomb and tow as well. So maybe some kind of late B push with some A information play, force a rotate from RCTIC. You can see Empire, from Empire, you can see RCTIC, they're pushing Zorijap as well over towards A long, so maybe it's hinting towards some kind of fake over towards A, but actually maybe a commitment as the bomb rotates as well. And again, they haven't got a whole lot to fight on the side of Empire. There's not a lot of defensive weaponry, and of course we are going to see the typical 2A 3B stack from Empire coming out. So as of course you can expect, RCTIC will be heading over towards the A side, but the rotation is already on. This is a perfect call from Empire. They put 4 of their players over towards A, and still no information gathered from RCTIC. This could be a huge issue in Electronic. He's going to be playing out the bait spot. The spiker just forces him to overpeak into the position, so Electronic can capitalise on his damage that he's just done previously in the round. And here we go, Electronic going to be waiting for them to pass. He hits one, he hits a second, but he's not going to finish up with the frag. Secatron will get the trade though, and now Cyber Focus with the scout is also going to be falling over towards the balcony there. And went to a 3v3, and the A push is finally underway. Twister will open it up as he finally gets a frag, favouring the RCTIC side, but the trade is instantly out. The Spiker grabs that with a 5-7. Instantly, his teammate dropping 1 for the T side, and now 7. He's going to be alone. A 1 versus 2. He has got the rifle, but not a lot of health on his side. 10 seconds and the bomb will go down. And again, Empire, 2 players, both 30 HP, so he's got to watch out for this. They're all the same health right now, and this could be a huge issue for 7, because of course, if they just take this, as a 2-on-1 and not 2 single engagements, He's going to have a very tough time to stop this. Of course, if a defuse comes out and one player defending, that'd be favourable. But oh no, they're going to take this they're not going to take it together. Sorry, they're going to push this so solo, and somehow it's going to work out. Spiker will drop 7 there. But yeah, see, the thing is for Empire, they should have played that way more together. You're pushing both players separately. Of course, if Spiker went down, there's no way Spaz would be able to get that defuse. But somehow it still worked out for them. A bit of a missed shot from 7 and RCTIC. They're going to lose that second round, so starting with the advantage and not working out in their favour there. Empire with a really great stack over towards EA site, and we're going to see the full buy coming out from Empire now and RCTIC. They're going to be going for the force as well. 4 Tech 9s here. Twister will manage to retrieve a rifle for the finish side, but no nades to support it. Whereas everyone else, they're pretty much full stacked on nades, minus Saw, of course, but full buy coming out from Empire, and of course they have got this MP9, which isn't going to be great against these armoured players, of course, compared to the non-armoured players they may be expecting, but again, RCTIC will want to force buy in this kind of scenario. With the B-take, it's going to be happening right here. Dropping it into drop down already. RCTIC are taking steady map control. Spiker is just going to allow them to push the drop down. He's got to be aware though. You can see Fix is going to be holding it instead, so it's not too much of an issue. And the re-smoke going out over towards long, as they don't take this too fast, but they allow time for the rotation to come into play. And Empire are actually going to be rotating Spiker at least into connector, as they do drop one over towards the A site, realizing it is a bit of a fake though. As RCTIC, they have the other 4 players heading very fast into B. They've got a few of them dropped into drop down. I think they may be committing to this one. Counter mollies do go out. Fix is going to be caught between a rock and a hard place, dropped by Twister, and now Spike has to do something pretty massive as his teammates rotate into the site. Electronic luckily has that MP9, just starts criticising it. It works out pretty well for him. Picks up a 3rd as well with the USB, and 7 is going to be alone, but not for long. He joins his teammates in the grave, and Empire take a 2nd in the board. But RCTIC, they're going to be going for the safe eco now. No investment really. A couple of pistols ago. The Tech 9 on Saw, and luckily we got a flash on Twister, so he's going to be able to pop themselves into some kind of site, some kind of area, without too much hassle there. And sorry, he's finally going to join them up, only with a Glock though. And Twister heading over towards A long, but it's going to be Spiker to take that challenge. Meanwhile, Spaz does drop 1, but Spiker, he's missing a lot of shots. He can kill everyone with armor, but as soon as they got no armor, that's too much of a challenge for him. He's finally going to do a bit more damage, but will go down to no avail. They're only doing 50 damage over towards that terrorist player, and now Electronic has to hold off the B site over from Platinum. He's going to have 2 angles to deal with, long and drop down, but his teammates, they've got control of that. Cyber Focus picking up a double kill with that nice pistol there, and now Sorige and Twister, really not much they can do, especially in this position with only a Glock. Sorige is going to be dropped there, and Twister will be alone. 1 versus 4 coming in from A long, as the rest of the players, they do rotate, but you can see you have realised this. There's no way he's going to be able to secure a bomb plant with Spaz just jumping close into the site. Lovely shot that would got fixed, but again, Spaz, it almost seemed like he was waiting on site the whole time. Instant rotation already on that site, and now RCTIC are going to be going for the buy without a bomb plant, so a little bit of a lack of nade usage, as well as a complete lack of AWP play on the RCTIC side. Cyber Focus will pick that one up for Empire, but only 1 AWP at the moment. And yep, this is a best of 3. This is the first map, Empire's pick. Second map will be RCTIC's pick, Cash, and then third map, if needed, will be Train. Here we go, RCTIC leading up towards the A site. Slow progress up towards A long. Cyber Focus will be holding off with the AWP. No support from Matrix. He's very confident with this, so we'll grab the first. Expecting the peak to come out from the long area before Matrix, which is a good call to make at least, and it works out in his favour. But again, bit of a risk. Does pay off though, and Spaz going to be down towards the ramp area. This is going to allow Cyber Focus to peek from the SWAT van, of course, because, you know, he's got this complete position cleared from Spaz, and he's going to be clearing it even better as he picks up that kill onto Twister, and a bit of GoTV lag, and we're going to see Cyber Focus pick up 1 through the wall there, so Reach will fall. Saw and 7 the last 2 alive. 7 pops out of lower, but Saw's going to go down over towards long, and now 7, they know his position, he has to come into the site, but look, nothing he can do. Spiker will drop him. We're going to see a pause called out from Empire. I'm not sure if that's going to be a technical or a tactical pause. I'm not too sure if it would be a technical pause, because of course we do have a 4-1 lead in the favour of Empire. And yeah, apparently they've got some team speed lag, so we'll be fixing that, and then we will be going back into the game in a very short moment. But of course, guys, while we're waiting here, what are your predictions? Put them up in chat, whether you think RCTIC or Empire are going to win. Just, you know, let me know. I want to see, because obviously we got a 63% bet ratio in the favour of Empire, which I'd say While I still think Empire are the overdogs in this best of 3, RCTIC, you know, they've had some decent results recently. They won Nordic Masters in February. That was only a couple of months ago. They've been doing some good online work in a couple of leagues. You know, I don't think they should be as far down as 30%. So you know, I think RCTIC, you know, bit of an underdog scenario. They have got a low percentage, but they've got potential to upset this best of 3 here. And Empire, of course, you know. That's Empire. They're pretty solid online team. The Russians doing very well. I say Russians, but again, only 2 Russians in their team. Yeah, 2 people from Belarus, I think it is, or I'm going to get that completely wrong, but 2 Belarus, 2 Russian, and 1 Ukraine. So, not fully Russian, but regardless, they probably still all speak the same language. Empire pick Cobble Apple of Doom. 2-0 Empire, 16-7, 16-10. I think it's... That's the thing I don't get. I don't understand why people make round predictions. There's no way you can make round predictions at the start of the game, because a lot of this game just completely bases off, you know... I guess if you want to make a 16-7 call now, it would make more sense, but making a 16-10 call for the second map, you have no idea, because obviously it's going to so depend on the knife round, and the knife round is so RNG. As well as the pistol round, yes, strategy is involved, but a lot of it is RNG. I guess you could say that about the complete game, but it's going to be very, very hard to predict rounds, because, you know, all it takes is to win one, you know, upset eco to completely shift the economy of the other team and your own team to basically flip over the half. So I think predicting rounds is pretty pointless, because a lot of the time you're not going to get accurate results. There's no correlation. You know, you can call like it's going to be a stomp or it's going to be a... You can't call these are definitely the rounds. There's no way. Who do you see winning this? As I just said, I think it's more likely to be Empire. Online, they have really decent results. RCTIC recently doing well at LAN, though. Nordic Masters, of course, they placed first place there. I think they got $7.5 grand. Yeah, I just think Empire have better online results. They've got a very solid team. Cyber Focus is also stepping up, at least. He's been away for a few of the recent matches. Dave has to step in for Empire a lot of the time. He's played the last 9 maps or something. So the fact that Empire finally have their star player back on the board, Cyber Focus, of course, on the AWP, that's going to be a huge advantage for them, and we will be going into the unpause now. So yeah, I think Empire definitely overdogs in this situation, but I don't think it's very much a stomp. I think it's more likely going to be a 2-1 scoreline, but again, it is very hard to predict that. Hating the slow mode. I didn't put on slow mode. If there's an admin in chat, Flux, if you're still in chat, if you're listening, if you could turn off slow mode, that'd be nice. I don't see a point. There's only 1.5k people in here. There's probably not going to be any spamming. If there is, we can just ban people. Yeah, so if there is an admin in here, could you turn off slow mode, please? But either way, back into the game, we're going to see 4 out of the 5 players pushing straight out towards the long of RCTIC. They're just pushing aggressively in, and it seems like it's going to be a good hold. Spiker will pick up one. Electronic also landing a shot, and Fix picking up a double kill, so he's holding this on pretty solidly. Zorich finally trading, but I missed every single one of those frags because I'm the best observer in the game. Empire will take 5-1 though. Just almost a full eco here. And now the 4x coming out from both teams. Zorich, he's going to have an AWP in his hands as well, so he's going to be holding that off over towards middle. We'll spot out Cyber Focus, so the AWP is down for the Empire side. And RCTIC have already taken a 1-0 advantage, which is good coming into a round at a huge deficit of 5-1. And no trade coming out, of course. He has got a very passive position. The rest of RCTIC just doing their usual default. 3 players over towards B, 2 over towards A. Very, very normal, at least here, a normal setup. Yep, RCTIC did pick Cash. RCTIC are very decent on Cash, they're not terrible, you know. Thanks, Flux. But RCTIC, upper man, they're still yet to capitalise onto a site. All their players have rotated into place, so they will be going for a full committal over towards this B site right now. Rotation's already on from Empire. You can see they've got 4 players over here. An aggressive push from Spaz is going to be near loads of information on whereabouts RCTIC players are going to be from. Smokes will make their way out onto the B site though, and again, RCTIC have lost a man on this push already, so they're back down to a 4v4. They've got to play the trade game here, and of course they do have the advantage pushing onto this site. Empire only have 3 of their players, and lovely flash, not going to go well for Sagatron though, as he gets dropped. Fix will take 2, 2, and Saw gets a quick trade, but Spike is still holding on to the site fairly decently with the AWP. Saw coming in from the rotation will pick up 2 as well, and Zorige is finally going to drop Spike on it. Just see Spaz, but well, as quick as it started, it was over. Zorige takes 2, and RCTIC take 2 themselves, of course. 5-2 scoreline. I did say RCTIC pick a couple on HLTV. I might be completely wrong on that then. I read that RCTIC pick cash. Yeah, Empire pick cobblestone, RCTIC pick cash. Yeah, that's what I read. Maybe HLTV is wrong. Yeah, it does say on HLTV a different thing to what I was told. I was told directly from the admins, so I'm gonna go with HLTV probably got it wrong there. More than likely. So I to, you know, at the end of the day I have the accurate information. We give the information to HLTV, so obviously someone gave it over to them wrong. But either way, I don't know why RCTIC would pick Cobble, because RCTIC aren't a Cobble team, so it would make more sense RCTIC pick cash regardless. Either way, extremely passive play from RCTIC. They still haven't made their way onto anywhere at the moment, just holding extremely passive. Zorige again with this AWP, just holding the normal A long angle. Rest them over towards B, and it's just the same default coming out from RCTIC. You can see they aren't well rehearsed on this map, at least. They haven't got too much to play for. Need to probably try some aggression, try some trading, because right now they're just wasting. And this is the thing I don't like. I understand kind of sorting out what you're going to do, sorting out the strategy, but when you spend 45 seconds sitting in the default and not actually picking anything aggressively or trying to trade or doing anything, you know, it's not good. It's just wasting time for the sake of wasting time. You don't gain anything. And either way, RCTIC finally doing exactly what I said they should do, pushing straight out onto a site. Zorige and 7 are going to be opening things up. Spaz will get a quick trade though, and he's actually going to pick up a double kill as t3sta also chimes in, but the AWP is in the hands of Cyberfocus. He takes 1, pulls out the pistol, but it's going to be to no avail. t3sta trades him out, and RCTIC take 3. Saw's going to be up on this Mac 10. It's a good economical management from RCTIC. I love it when they do this. You know, a lot of lower tier teams do this. You don't see this as much, of course, in tier 1 CS, but it works out very well against these pistols, because of course these pistols aren't as deadly in lower tier players. And RCTIC going to be utilising a Mac 10 to, of course, pick up that $600 bonus and easily just tear apart Empire with that fast fire rate. And of course, you don't need the armor penetration on guns like the UMP or the rifles that you would when you're up against almost a full eco here. And we're just seeing Saw tear apart Empire. 2 players already remain for Empire, going only into 5 or 10 seconds into the round, and they're going to both be over towards A, but not too much I can gather. Sorry, he picks up 1, and we're all down on electronic. Yeah, for those wondering, on HLTV it says RCTIC pick Cobble and Empire pick cash. That's incorrect. RCTIC pick cash and Empire pick Cobble. It's someone's got it wrong on HLTV. We need to, if one of the admins could let the HLTV guys know and get that fixed. Unless I'm of course wrong, but I don't know why I'd be wrong, because I got sent the information. Either way, let's not dwell on it. Again, normal setup from Empire. They got 3 players over towards the B site. RCTIC just doing the same thing they've been doing every single round of this match. It's not necessarily bad, because of course they haven't really, you know, Empire aren't playing aggressively at all, so they're not actually catching on to this setup. But RCTIC, again, at least they're not wasting time this round. You can see they're pushing into the site finally. They're making their way up on board and going aggressively up into A. So this is good play for them. They're not wasting too much time here. Just Spaz and Electronic are going to be holding this though. We've got a bit of a rotation for Spiker, but he's playing over in Connector meanwhile. He's going to finally rotate over towards A though. Going to be ready as one player does go down. That's Electronic, and Empire, they've got to do something pretty phenomenal to hold this, because of course 4 out of the 5 RCTIC players are ready to push straight in. Secatron waiting for the aggressive flank, but Empire aren't going to be giving it to him just yet. And just sitting on the B side playing very passive. Spiker will spot out 1. t3sta's going to get the drop on him though, and only a bit of damage left onto him. t3sta up on 11 HP, and Spaz, he's got to hold this off as a rotation Finally comes out from Fix, and you can see Cyber Focus, he still hasn't committed to this. I don't think this is an A taken. Spaz will go down as well. Zori, great shot with the AWP, and now finally Cyber Focus will come in as Fix holds this down from not a great angle at least. See the rotation from Sagatron though, really good flank has actually come out and flank Cyber Focus, and he will actually pick up 2 there, but look at the health on the RCTIC side. 3 of them were extremely low there, so very, very unlucky for Team Empire not being able to finish off their kills or get any assists there, as we do see RCTIC finally equalise the scoreline into a 5-5. We can see one of the last 4 in the row as well. But again, another eco coming out from Empire. They've got no investment really. You can see 5 other players over towards the A side right now, which isn't the greatest idea as we see RCTIC, of course. They're going to be getting a bit of information over towards B, and right now they're getting the information that there's no one there as Empire. You know, 4 players over towards ramp. They've already lost 1 up on A long. That's going to be Spiker. They've got a flash no electronic to flash them into the underpass, so they do want to get aggressive into this. But RCTIC, again, Saw maybe backing off. They could be back committing to this B site. The bomb does need to be grabbed though before they do decide that, and we can see they're going to be pushing it to drop down here. So rotation already on from Team Empire. They're just committing it all 4 together. Nothing to lose. Only got pistols in their hands, and Fix has got this Deagle, so he's going to be the man to watch out for at this long range. Just finally, RCTIC make their way over towards the B site. 40 seconds on the clock. They've got to commit to this. Spaz, team kill coming out from him. Nice 1D from Fix. Not going to be able to capitalise on it though, and he will drop there to Sagatron. So RCTIC, they're going to be finally taking the advantage. 6-5 now. Thank you, Flux. But RCTIC actually, they're going for a very fast push. Lots of nades over towards the B side, but whether they're actually going to be committing it to it doesn't look like it. Just forcing some kind of rotation from Empire, and it's not going to be the case. So just sticking at the moment, there's 2 to 3 setup, and it should. If you actually look over towards the A site, we can see that, you know, we got this double A long push from Cyber and Spaz. So essentially what this means is Cyber's going to be able to get off the first shot. Whether he hits it or not isn't relevant. He can back off, obviously go back towards Matrix, or just back off, and they won't clear this corner, or they're unlikely to clear this corner. They're going to be wanting to chase Cyber, especially gets the first kill. They're going to want to chase the AWP player for the trade, because obviously they know he's not going to be ready to fire off a second shot if he has to run back. So if they did push away long, it could be huge, because Spaz would have a really, really great position to shut them down. But either way, not going to be the case. RCTIC, they are pushing a couple of players in through lower here, but I don't think Empire have even realised this yet. Spiker going to be rotating back into the site, but again, they haven't realised that RCTIC is displaying this normal default. And you can see Spaz, again, the position somehow works out despite them coming from the most unexpected angle there, coming out of Matrix. Spaz picks up 2, because obviously they do chase Cyber Focus after spotting him out. And then Spaz is in the completely unknown flank, and he can just pick all those kills. And talking about picking off kills, Electronic and Fixie doing that job, and they're finishing off the round very, very fast as Empire take a 6. Oh, there we go. Zori opening up the round. Cyber Focus will fall, and now RCTIC in a very favourable position to come into Empire's buy once again. AWP is out of the hands of the CD side. And this will be fun to see a little boost over towards the A plat. The B plat, sorry. We are going to see that actually. Electronic is going to be boosted up. Smoke does go down as well, so it doesn't really matter too much. He's just holding for any aggression through the smoke, and it's not going to be the case. Oh, he has to just go for one bullet here, and a bit to the left, and he will land the shot to Twister. Twister's not going to be able to get into any gunfights just yet, hiding around the corner, but still able to get shot from this position. Oh, but Electronic, I'm not sure if he's going to clear this angle. Finally does, will land that frag. Twister's going to fall, and now we're in a favourable position here for the Empire side. We're going to see RCTIC try and trade this in the hands of Zori, but he's not going to be able to do so. Two players pushing up towards A, but nope, not for long. Spaz will just get 2 headshots, finish them off, and now Zori and 7, they have to come back from a 2v4 deficit here as Fix. He's over towards the drop down, One about to push out to his left. He's not going to clear it. His teammate has got the angle though. Electronic landing the shot, and Zori just waiting for the peak. It will happen, but not going to hit the shot regardless. And Electronic takes another kill on 22 HP there. So Empire back up to 7. For everyone wondering about the map picks, HLTV got it wrong. The map picks are Empire picked Cobble and RCTIC picked Cache. And looking at lifetime performance for maps aren't always the best ideas because obviously lineups do change, so I'm not aware of whether Empire had an old lineup or whatever, but it could be very different in their old lineup, of course. Best idea is to look at last 30 days, or last 3 months or something, however long they've had lineup. Either way, back into the round. Spaz is going to be stuck here in this 1 versus 3. Bomb's already down, but he should be able to do this. 3 one-on-one engagements are basically given to him already. RCTIC, 2 players are already falling, and now 7. This nade could be great, but he's going in too deep there. 7 just playing the angles perfectly, walking around the box. I'm not sure if Spaz has realises he has to hurry up and do a 180, but 7, he's coming right from behind. He's going to miss the shot though, and somehow Spaz lands that. And now Empire take an 8th. How did he hit that final one? Great flick from Spaz there. But back into the game. We're going to be going into a short pause here. Last round of the half, apparently we're just pausing because maybe someone has some lag here on the CT side. No complaints from RCTIC at the moment. Pings are fairly okay. Of course, they are playing from very different countries, so you can imagine that is going to be the case. But again, don't see why they'd have any issues with servers. They've been going pretty well so far this event. Yep, we will be going for an unpause. So obviously no issue here. We're going to have a full way coming out from both teams as we go into the last round of the half. Consistent 3 loss bonus from RCTIC is going to mean they're up onto the $2,400 loss bonus. They have got a bomb plant that final one too. So of course they did get a $3,200 bonus at the end of that round, not including kills and previous bank that they built up. They did eco the one before. So of course, we can see the buy coming up from RCTIC once again. Twist is going to be at a bit of a deficit. He can't really afford nades in this position. The rest of his team will have a few, but look, the fact that you got decoys instead of flashbangs just shows you really are poor right now. But off we go into the round. 8-6 is going to be the score. We do see RCTIC 4 players instantly towards B. They're not setting out too much of a default, are they? Yep, they are. Saul's going to be backing off over towards the stairs area, just holding for some aggression from the CT side. RCTIC, they're pushing 3 players up very aggressively. Actually 4 now in the bag, so this is quite interesting. They seem to be just going for the full B rush. And Electronic, he's going to be on the other side of the smoke. They haven't even realised that they're going to run right into him. Fix hits too. Electronic grabs another, and Zori is going to try and hit something through the smoke because his teammates fall around him. But that's got to trigger him as he's the last alive, and will finally fall. Fix 4 kills in the bag for that final round of the half. And Empire, they take a 9-6. Fix is playing phenomenally this game. 14-11. But of course we're going to see if RCTIC can try and bring it back with another pistol round here. As we go into the second pistol round of the match, of the half, that would make sense. 4 armors coming out from RCTIC, they've got a kit on Twister, so buying up what Empire really needed, and we're going to see some aggression straight into underpass here. Just all of the Empire players pushing out 2 players over towards the flank here, over towards the B site. They're going to be splitting in through Connect right now, so Sakaton, he's going to hit one onto Cyber Focus, hits a second onto Fix, but there's still more players to deal with, and they finally need to take the control of the B site. They will do so, but RCTIC, this is not a good play from them. They're over-rotating over towards the A site, and that's going to allow the bomb plant to be found by Empire, but not very favourable positions. We're up into this 2v4, and RCTIC, look at this, 3 players going over towards drop down. They may be boosting them as well, and Sakaton dropping at Spike is going to mean that 7 will finish off Spaz, and that'll be the round for RCTIC basically there, as Empire They do get a bomb plant for some cash injections, so they will be able to buy up those AKs on the third round of the half. But RCTIC, very good pistol round, not allowing them to rotate into connectors. See, that was a really good play from Empire, at least. Of course, if they get those frags, it could work out way, way better. But essentially, Empire's setup was a terrorist over towards here, terrorist over towards here. They're holding the aggressive push up mid. The rest of the Empire players push up into here. They kill the first CT, and now all the rotations come out from the CTs over towards connector. Empire then push into connector. Meanwhile, these two players, they come in through long, get this bomb down, and then they got some support from the rest of their players over in connector that can take either drop down or through door. And then they have 5 players on the B side, of course, meaning they pick up those kills on the way, or drop some CTs who are rotating. But it is a very difficult feat trying to get these CTs, and the reason Empire lost that round is because obviously all of the players from RCTIC just rotated in and got taken out over towards the connector and A site area, so there's nothing they could do. Zorage obviously having the flank as well, being able to drop some of the players. Basically nothing Empire could do, and they had a 2v4 already when they were down on the B site. But either way, an interesting strategy to look at. I like it when teams do those kind of splits on combo. It's one of those maps similar to Overpass, a very large map where you're going to have a lot of ability to split players from multiple angles, multiple areas, and take control of the positions of the map, of course, that you shouldn't be owning. Of course, connectors is CT area, but Team Empire were trying to take advantage of it, and a really, really good round coming out from Empire despite losing it. And t3sta, he's going to be doing some work over towards A, but main constant fight is going to be over towards B. Finally, Empire make their way out onto the site. Saw's going to be holding us off with the P90 here. Sagaton also coming out, and now we're going to see 4 of the players of RCTIC are going to be on the side. Make that 3 as sorry. He does fall on. Oh, look at this boost. This could be great. Electronic goes up on top of the tree there. He will pick up 1. Going for the second of the 7. Not going to land it. But t3sta instead going to be taking that fight. Spaz going to hit a 1 league, but that might be all he can find as he's dropped down to 19 HP. These 2 players are so low, and not a lot of time coming out to get this bomb plant as well. RCTIC is just playing this great, not overpeaking at all, and just waiting for this bomb to be grabbed from the Empire side, but I'm not sure they're even going to allow it here. 7 picks up another one. It's all down to Spaz now. 1v2, but Saw taking advantage of the situation here in the reload, and will be going for that aggression, securing the round for RCTIC. And Team Empire, obviously that force buy did not work out too well for them. They are going to have to eco 1 more. Can we get a Hugo Rapture in the next match? Pause. No, man. No. We're going to have an almost full eco coming out from Empire. A Deagle and a P3sta portable spiker. Look at that nade though. So much damage followed up by Sagaton. He's going to hit 1. Takes 2 as well. And t3sta will finally grab 1. But Sagaton is already on the 3k again. Only eco frags, but always nice to pick up those $300 bonuses. He's already got 900 and fix alone with his Deagle here. But again, RCTIC nothing to lose. They're just getting aggressive in this position. They know he doesn't have armor. He's going to try and do some damage, but it won't work out. RCTIC are going to secure 9, equalising the score now. Oh, but RCTIC are going to be going for the drop down boost here. 7's going to be pushed all the way up. The Molotov is in play as well, and I don't think Empire have realised this. You can see they've got no players holding this angle right now. All of the terrorists are going up towards long. We have got a bit of a flank from Spiker, so he should be able to hold this off, but he may be pushing into the jaws. It is 7, and he will pick up that first frag, being able to drop down as well as the rest of the players file their way onto the B site. Electronic is 4 HP. Got to watch out for that Molotov, man. Sorry, he does grab 1 onto fix. We're up into a 3v4, favour of RCTIC, and Electronic will finally go down thanks to that nade. These Empire players, they need to hurry up and equalise this, so they need to get aggressive in this situation, in this really, really non-favourable afterplan. Of course, Cyber, he's not even in the gunfight, he's going for the full flank, as Spaz is left alive in a 1 versus 3 essentially, because, again, not a great position for Cyber. Will finally grab 1, takes 2 as well, but sorry, he's still alive on the site, and Cyber Focus, he's down to 3 HP, still got full nade uses to work with, and you can see Zori on the bomb, but he jumps off and gets just in time to get that kill. On RCTIC, they're going to take double digits here. First one to do so, 10 rounds on the board. Buys coming up from both teams. Of course, Empire did lose the previous 4, but they are on the loss bonus. Not only that, they got the bomb plant, so even more investment there into that round, and not a lot of nades to work with. Empire's takes seem to be heavily reliant on aim and not so much on nade usage, so it should be okay. Of course, they do want them for the afterplant, but RCTIC, you know, especially on the B side, they can just jump through those smokes. They can have so many flashes to work with here after building up a nice bank after the last 4 rounds. Or maybe not building it up, but they have got a bit of investment, at least themselves. And of course, Team Empire, they want to hurry up and try and reset RCTIC's economy. If they do win this round, RCTIC will be down on the eco, so they got to be careful that they don't lose this, because if not, of course, themselves will be on the eco for a single round before, of course, getting the $3,400 loss bonus and being up on the full buy. Oh, but Sagaton, he may be getting a bit aggressive here over towards Underpass Empire. They're pushing out, and he's going to have to hold this off pretty effectively. They check the wrong angle, though. He's going to be in a great position. That's 2 kills in the bag. Bomb has been dropped as well for the Empire side, so RCTIC into an instant favourable position. We do see a good flank coming out from Spiker, though. He's pushed all the way down from the A site. Sees that chicken, grabs the bomb, and they're not even going to realise it. He somehow gets away, only for a quick second, though. Sagaton finishes him off, so that's going to be the round going to RCTIC once again. But the full B rush seems like it may be in order. 7's going to grab one. We do lose a player for Empire, actually. One of them disconnected there. That's going to be Cyber Focus. He must have crashed or something. He hopefully should be back. And again, it's only a bit of an investment into this round. A bit of a quality buy coming out from Empire. And we will see RCTIC obviously not having lost a man just yet. Finally, as I say that, Spiker going to take the drop onto Saw. And we're into a 4 versus 3. But again, Empire got to hurry up and get onto this site. Allowing RCTIC to rotate all the players over towards the B site. And it's not going to be going too well for them, as you can see. Spiker grabs one at 9, but again, he will go down there to Sagaton. So RCTIC taking 12 to 9. They're doing very well on Empire's map pick. And off we go here. RCTIC, once again, full buy here. No problems with their economy at all. They got a full investment. They've still built up a little bit of money to play with as well. They got a couple of grand in the bank as well. And again, they won every round of this half, so no issues here. Team Empire actually picking this map and struggling quite a lot on their terrace side. They need to get their default setup. They need to allow themselves to get picks and to be able to trade, really. Because every time Empire seem to take a site, it seems to be in a 2-on-4 or whatever. They have some kind of fake going on, and then they do get the bomb down, but RCTIC just retake it because obviously they have the man advantage, and that's not a great position for Empire to be in, at least. They want to have these 4-on-3s, they want to have these 4-on-4s, a chance to come back into it just by trading or, you know, overextending and not having to lose, you know, 2-3 players on the push. And there we go, as I say it, they finally get their opening kill. Fix will drop 7 now. We're into a favourable position for Team Empire. They can push out onto this site. Saw's going to be ready with this angle, though. He's got an M4 in hand. Spaz meanwhile drops Zori, so it's only Saw holding off this entire site to himself. He's got players pushing out from all around him. Will finally drop to Electronic. Spaggatron meanwhile grabs one, and Twist is going to be lost alive over towards the A site, so he's not in a great position right now as Team Empire get the bomb down. He should just be going for these exit frags here. Again, he has got to kip. He's too far away to get this retake going, so just actually going for the save right now. But there we go, Empire should be exiting a couple of players over towards CT spawn, so, oh sorry, T spawn. So Twisted might be able to get the drop onto Spaz here, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be pushing towards the lower area. Again, he doesn't want to go too aggressive on this afterplant because he is only down to 11 HP, Spaz, so Twister won't be able to find anything just yet. Cyber Focus very, very close, but he's still inside the building, and that's going to be the round again to Empire. So finally they've managed to secure double digits after a 9-6 half, and they will be trying to come back into this game. And again, they've got another 4k in the bank for a couple of them, so they will be able to buy up, even if they lose this round, of course. It won't be a full buy, but have a fair bit of money, especially if they get the bomb down as well. That $800 investment is very, very important. And RCTIC, they're going to be down, not many nades on their side at all, and no kits are from the saving Twister. And again, aggression from Empire. What are they doing? Somehow it works out. Electronic does get the kill after his teammate goes down. He will grab a second as well in the rotation through Connector. He's not going to clear the angle though. Sagatron's in a great position, and now he's going to be dropped finally as Fix takes that advantage. And we're back into a 3-on-2. Good call though to go towards the A site. There's still got Spiker coming out from lower, so he's going to be able to come back in, and Twister is going to be the last one over towards A right now. Sorry. Oh, he will be dropping there. Trying to get that wallbang onto Spiker, and Twister, he has to pick up a 1 versus 3 here, coming all the way from A long. I'm not sure they know he's here. He will finally commit to the peak. There's information that's being gathered by Empire. Trying to go for the wallbang as well, not going to be hitting it. He may have to save a second round in a row as he gets put down to 15 HP thanks to that nade. And again, Empire playing this perfectly. Look at these positions from the players. They're not peeking aggressively at all. And they're just allowing... they're not allowing RCTIC to get anything out of this round. Twister's going to have to full save here. And there we go, the save is found from RCTIC. So again, Twister going to be keeping this AK. Bit of armor and a kit to work with as well. And good management of the economy. Empire side are going to be doing exactly what RCTIC did in the first half. We will see Cyber up on this Mac 10, knowing that RCTIC are going to be on the eco here. Of course they have got 2 rounds in a row now, so that's not going to be too much of an issue. We're going to see a bit of aggression over towards underpass here. Just leading the charge. Cyber isn't going to grab it. Electronic meanwhile just taking those $300 right out of his hands, grabbing that kill with the AK-47. With a rotation already in, we're going to see Twister coming pretty big. He will only grab 1 though. He still has to do some more from Connector here as Spiker obviously gets a bit too aggro over towards Connector area, and he's going to be alone once again. Could we see a 3rd save in a row from Twister? Yes, we will. Back and over towards the B side once again. Oh, but they know where he is now. I'm not sure if a save is even going to be possible, even if he wants to. Oh, great shot. Cyber focus. It will fall. Fix is still over towards this corner. Look at that bait. Works out very well, though, because, of course, Twister thinks the position is clear, and he's going to keep watching, though. Electronic will come from behind, and regardless, Empire managing to get that trade after cyber focus falls, and we're up into a 12-12. So finally, an equalization from Empire. They picked up the last 3 in a row, and RCTIC, this is going to be the round of all rounds. They have to take this one. No kits to work with, though. But of course, guys, you know, whoever loses this round is going to be a huge deficit. We will see Empire. They will have enough economy to buy up if they lose this one. But, you know, if RCTIC lose it, they're going to have no money for the next round, of course. They've invested everything into this one. Their loss bonus is still only at 2,400. So, at the moment, they're struggling quite a lot. And Empire should be able to pick up another round after we do see RCTIC eco if they lose this, and it may happen as we do see Fix and Electronic leading into the site. They both pick up kills. Zori is still alive over towards the actual statue, but they haven't finished him off. Flank coming out from Connector, but it's not going to do too much. Zori will be dropped by Spiker there, and now Twister is going to be last alive. Twister loves saving though. He's already saved twice. Going for the 3rd as well. But Empire, look at that. Fix is still stuck on 3 HP, Spike on 22. RCTIC just do so much damage, they can't capitalise on their damage and pick up any kills. Twister, same saving position, they won't be exiting out too many players over towards A. You can see 1 player over towards A, rest of them are just going to be pushing out long. But again, they won't have enough time even to get to Twister at this point, I can imagine. And we will see Twister get away with the save once again. Yeah, same saving positions. Fix was pushed up, so I'm focusing the room with a concrete barrel or whatever. And here we go. Empire actually, after a huge deficit, after losing 6 rounds in a row up on the T side, they've finally come back and brought 4 of their own. And we're going to see the force coming out from RCTIC. They want to go for this buy. They don't want to allow Empire to manage to take 14 rounds and remove them of any kind of buffer zone left. And we will see a force coming out. But again, this could be hugely detrimental. If RCTIC loses this one, they will have to eco. Of course, they can go for the force, but it will be very, very risky. And they'll have to play, of course, for the draw. Oh, look at that shot, though. Electronic just leads the charge, drops Sagaton. Or Sagaton. I always say his name wrong. But again, Twister is up towards A long. He has potential. Again, RCTIC do have a 4 versus 3, so they shouldn't have to throw this one away. The good nade usage coming out from Empire that's going to do a lot of damage here onto Saul with his Mag 7. And Twister's given away his positional advantage to come in through middle, but this could work out very well. Cyberfocus, he's still not aware of it. He's completely cleared it, he thinks at least. And RCTIC, they're taking their time for this retake. You can see they're obviously just waiting for Twister to push it, and as soon as he gets out onto the site, they will commit. And we're going to see the kills come out very, very strong for Empire. They will pick up 3 kills already. 7 last alive. He's got more than 3 people to deal with. Will finally drop. That was seriously unlucky. They wasted way too much time allowing Twister to get into the site, and then when Twister actually did get into a position where he could retake it, you know, they pushed way too early. They should have let him push in first, create that element of surprise, distract the players, and of course they could push in afterwards and capitalise on that. But regardless, pushing in way too early for the retake and not allowing Twister to utilise his great position. And now we're going to see Empire up to 13 to 12, and RCTIC again force buying. This is 3rd force buy of a row now. This could be a huge deficit if they just eco 2 and allow themselves to build up a nice bank. They would have a really, really great buy now, but nope, they're going to be on 14 to 12, and they're not going to allow Empire, or not going to try and allow Empire to take the match point. Oh, but they could go for this boost here. That would be very fun to see. Not sure what they're doing though. They're both looking... Oh no, it's happened again, ladies and gentlemen. It's happened again. RCTIC, what are you doing? They're boot camp internet. So for those who don't know, what happens to RCTIC a lot of the time in these game show matches is their internet dies. Because they're all on a boot camp, they're all on LAN right now. You can see all their pings on the left are just the same. And so their internet dies mid-game. And they just disconnect. And sometimes we have to postpone the matches to another date, and sometimes they get it back on like 10-15 minutes and we come back for the next game. But again, we got 41,000 people watching right now, and we've got RCTIC's bootcamp internet dying. You can see Spaz is taking advantage of that. We're going to see a pause back from Empire. At least they're noble about it. They're not just allowing this game to be finished. But again, this does happen a lot. RCTIC, personally, this is the 2nd match I've casted where it's happened. This is the 3rd match I know of. It's happened. All of them game show matches. I don't know what other leagues RCTIC are playing at the moment. We can see, obviously, all of RCTIC are got a timeout there. So I think it's fair to say, yeah, again, for those wondering, because obviously we got 43,000 people in here, we don't want everyone to go crazy about skins. What will happen is we will continue this match at a later date. Empire will be on 14, RCTIC will be on 12, and we'll continue this either later. We'll take back that previous round. We'll either continue this later in 10-15 minutes if RCTIC can get their bootcamp internet working, or we will literally redo the match on another day, and no one will lose skins. I'm not sure if CSGO Lounge will return them or hold them till the match is finished. I think it's more than likely CSGO Lounge will hold your skins. I don't know about other betting sites, but CSGO Lounge will hold your skins until the match has been played out. Maybe a week or a month or whatever, they'll hold it until the match has been played out. But again, match won't be automatically given to Empire, and again, this is a best of 3, so there's always potential for RCTIC to come back. And I think we're going to be going for a short break at least. I'm going to find out what's happening and see what's happened. Let me ask the guys. But either way, guys, while we are in this hopefully short break, if you do want to support me on Twitter, give me any kind of feedback as a caster, because I am solo casting this, you can check me out on Twitter at Hugo_CSGO on your screen and in your chat right now. So again, any support is really appreciated. It's always nice when you guys send me some good feedback. Tell me how I'm doing as a caster. Give me a little follow if you want to see more of my casting, and that would be really, really appreciated. But of course, up to you. Link is in chat now, and we will be going back into the game, guys. So 4 out of the 5 players are already back apparently. So we won't be going for too much for delay. Just a minute apparently. Well, not exactly a minute. 4 out of the 5 players are back on the server though apparently. Of course, we do have GoTV delay, so it'll be a couple of minutes before we go live. But apparently, we will be going back into the game. We're just going to take back that round, I'm sure. Yeah, thank you, Elite, for letting me know. Either way, no, I got told in our Skype chat that 4 of them are back so far, so we should be going back into the game. But again, guys, if you want to give me any kind of support, any kind of feedback on how my casting's been going, my link is just down in the chat. My Twitter, of course, Hugo_CSGO. It's always nice to get your feedback, your support, anything like that. Always great to see, but again, completely optional. And if you do want to support the Game Show Invitational, you can of course follow the channel here on Azubu. Just make an Azubu account and then click that follow button, or of course subscribe if you want to get all the benefits of subscriptions. As you can see on the screen right now, we've got 3 out of the 5 players from RCTIC back on the server. Shouldn't be too long. Thank you for the tweet, Daniel Roseboom. Dope casting, you're doing great. Cheers. When your feedback isn't read anyways, it doesn't matter. I read out feedback on stream. People send me tweets or give me a follow or whatever, I'll say thank you. I'm nice like that. Thanks very much, Elite Beckers. But yep, 5 of the players bar back on the server. We will be restarting the round just now. We're going to be going straight back into the game, guys, so no delay here. Shouldn't have any issues with that. I'll just put my my Twitter once again in chat because I'm a huge sellout. We'll be going back into the game. You can just hear it in the background now. So, but it's all about networking, isn't it? You know, you gotta put your Twitter out there. You gotta go out there, really. The last match I had, we watched an awful caster. That's awkward. Yeah, I'm trying to get into the casting scene at least. I've been doing it for about 18 months, done a couple of LANs, done some good events, and you know, just trying to network, trying to meet people, trying to do as good as I can, really. Love the show, great stuff. Thanks, Spark. And Primo, thank you for the follow. I like the Tom Biz guy. I haven't heard a lot from others. Yeah, Tom Biz is really great. I work with him quite a lot. He's a really good caster. The UK scene has a casting on board right now, you know. It's obviously a huge advantage when you have English as your native language, but UK and America are really, really on point, especially the UK. You know, most of the top casters are from the UK. Do have some Americans out there, but still. I'm happy, although we don't have a Counter-Strike scene, we do have the casting scene. And here we go, guys, back into the game. Cheers then, Primo. But of course, we did restart that round there, so 14-12 is going to be the scoreline as we go back into the match. Empire obviously having the advantage. RCTIC are going to be going for pretty much the same by round was restarted, and we had a couple of M4s instead of these Mag 7s. I think we had double Mag 7 previously. And we will see the same setup from Empire, or actually a very different one. They're going to be stacking over towards the B side. 5 of the players here ready to push out onto long. We do have a hold over towards the drop down area. Spaz is going to be doing exactly that, so not allowing them to do anything but Saw. He's going to have a great flank going on. He picks up one, gets a bit aggressive there. I really don't agree with that. He should kind of just back off and allow them to push onto the side before pushing it from behind. And now we're going to see the full rush from Empire over onto B. Great hold from Sagatron, or I said it again, but Sagaton. He picks up the first one. There's still 2 more to deal with. Both of these players very low. Spike is going to grab one. Cyber also hits his own, but Seven's going to be trading out that kill, so it's all on Cyber against 7 in a 1v1 situation. He has the opportunity to back up all the way towards A or go through drop down. And it seems that 7's just going to be staying over towards the B side, not expecting this full rotation. But finally, Empire are going to be committing over towards 8. But it's fair enough, he's going to be clearing all these angles. Does not know that 7 hasn't rotated. Of course, he's got no idea, no information from either team, and bomb will finally go down. So 7's going to realise as soon as he hears a bomb plant, going to be pulling out the knife and going for that run. But Cyber just has to hold this one off. Oh, he's not already aimed in. He's low HP. He's got to watch out. The wall bang will come in, and 7, great shot, is going to shut him down there. As Empire lose that round. But what I find upsetting is the fact that Empire must be really, really annoyed by that one, because of course they had a huge advantage before RCTIC's internet crashed, and now RCTIC are back and they're doing very, very well. So they're staying in this game a little bit longer, up to 13 rounds. But again, Empire will be able to buy. They do have the bomb plant down as well, so they will get even more economical investment. Now look at them, you know, minimum 8k up to 15k. They're not going to have any issues with buying whatever they want. But off we go. RCTIC do have this AWP. You can see Empire aren't going to be committing to it, even though they do have the economical stability to buy it up here. I'm going to just see a full rush through the smoke, but Soar's ready for it. He's picking up 2 kills, switches to the AK, goes for the spray down and lands 3, but Zori, he's going to be supporting from A long to grab the 4th, as Spiker is alone over towards the B site. In a 1 versus 5 situation, but he's going to be joining his teammates very shortly in the grave, and Zori will finish that round off as RCTIC secure a 14th, and we're back into an equal score line here, 14-14. And somehow our stream just lost 33,000 viewers in a minute and a half. Not too sure what just happened. Probably due to the pause. But either way, a very, very close game underway, and this is only the first map we're into. Viewers disappeared as fast as the RCTIC players. That's good. Great Molotov coming up from RCTIC, going to force the players back, and they'll delay the push from Empire. They will drop the smoke and just rush straight in, but oh no, another molly to deal with here. 7's going to be a great angle, will go down though as we see the rotation coming from the RCTIC players. Sorry, holding up towards the back of Chicken Coop, Mo's favourite spot, and Fix instead is going to be grabbing 2 kills on the entry towards the site. Drop down is going to be secured, and Sorry, he picks up another one, but it's going to be to no avail as he finally drops. Spaz will trade him out. Now we're all down onto Twister. He can't save this one. 1 versus 3 coming into the site here. Potential to do this. I don't know his exact position. He's going to be able to push through door, but Spaz will be ready with the AWP. 2 AWP save for Empire. They will finally drop one and take that 15th round. So just staying in the game. 15-14, secure match point. Overtime is going to be required from RCTIC, but look at their economy. It's not looking great here. Shotgun coming out from Zori and Segatron, so not a great buy, at least from the CT side. We've got 3 rifles again to support, but only 1 kit up on Saw, so again, a huge issue here for the CT side. And we will see the first kill come in the favour of Saw. Trade coming out from Cyber, but still done a bit of damage at least. Finally dropped down. Molotov going to come in. They did know he boosted, obviously. I think they just spotted him out there, so. Look at this preemptive rotation coming out from RCTIC. It's going to be a good call right now, as we do see Sakaton make his way over towards drop down, and of course Empire is going to be committing to this B side, it seems like right now. Sorry, has this shotgun up towards the smoke, so he could be a huge shutdown if they do decide to push close up to him and don't Molotov out his position, and then Nada, of course. They do have the Molotovs and Nades to work with here on the terrorist side. And actually, it seems like it's going to be a fake, throwing smokes and flashes over towards B. They dropped a couple of players up into connector as well. Sakatron are going to be holding this up very well. 2 kills in the bag, and now Empire is maybe going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen, as Cyber and Spike had to push up onto the site. But of course, look at this angle from Twister. He's going to be holding up towards A long. He won't be able to allow this cross from the bomb over towards the site, shutting down the first, and it's all on Spiker. 1 kill coming out from him onto Sakatron. But now he's down into a 1 versus 3, and a lot to deal with in 15 seconds. No chance he can do it. Twister will finish him off, and we're going to be going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. The first map here of this best of 3, and Fix is actually disconnected from the server, so hopefully we should be getting him back in just a short second. But again, guys, while we go into this short overtime break, I do recommend you follow the channel to support Game Show in any way possible. Of course, if you do want to hit me up on Twitter as well, link will just be in the chat. That's at Hugo_CSGO. I'm a sellout, I know. Yeah, I think we got view botted. I think that's why we had 40k viewers, because I was really confused why we had 40k viewers for a map that 11k people are bet on. But here we go, Fix is back in the server. So yeah, I'm not too sure why we had 40k viewers, but it obviously was some kind of error. What's funny, it's unlikely RCTIC would have been able to secure a 15-15 scoreline without that restart. Very lucky that their internet died there. They were at a huge deficit. And of course, we are going to be into MR3 overtime, so 3 rounds on either side. First to secure 4 will win. And we're going to see Dubai obviously come out. I'm not sure why Unique in the first round of overtime, as we do see Empire making their way up towards the A site. Default established. 4 of the players over towards A though right now, and Twister of course playing as the casual position of the A long. I like how RCTIC play Cole, at least on the CT side. They got a very good hold over towards A. They've only got 1 player, and 4 over towards B. We have of course got that rotator flank from Sagatron. I said it wrong again, Sagaton, who's able to rotate into A very fast, but also hold drop down from the outside, so Empire can't push into connector. So it's a really good hold, at least very passive on the A side, easier to retake than B, and still having that control. There we go, Twister will secure that first one. Flash comes in, nice wall bang from Cyberfocus. Not sure how he hit that. Twister will fall, and now they have to come back already from a 4 versus 4, and the advantage is going to be on the side of Empire. Of course, it's easier to take a site when it's going to most likely be a 2-2 split coming up from the CTs. Nice smoke goes out there from Electron. Will be going down though, so not going to be able to capitalise on his great smoke over towards door. Dropped there by Sagaton. Set it right for a change, and we will see the B push come underway. 3 of the players in the push, of course. 1 coming out from the flank. The first player's already dropped, and that's going to be side focus of the AWP. Nice kill coming up from Sorry. It is going to take 2, and he's got a 3rd one in the bag as well. So Fix is going to fall, and RCTIC they take the first round of overtime, 16-15. With no AWP investment from Empire, you can see they can't really afford that. Just full AKs coming out from the squad and just holding back. RCTIC, of course, this AWP, same position as last time. They may be able to molly this out though. Of course, they do have the information that it's likely to be there again, and 7's going to be up over towards drop down, as we do see the first peak come out underway, and look at that first frag, takes 2 as well. So Empire, they're already at a huge deficit, 2 players down, and RCTIC just coming back from this like wildfire, struggling the last few rounds of the pre-overtime games, but somehow brings it back all the way to a 3 versus 5 already in the second round of overtime, maybe securing a 3rd as well, of course, as Empire may be on the eco if they don't get this bomb down. And of course, the fact that this is Empire's map pick, for those wondering, is a huge issue. RCTIC have had very, very solid results on Cash, of course being their next map, so could be an issue there in itself for Empire, who were the overdogs coming into this best of 3, and we're going to see the push out onto the B site here. It's already just holding us off with the AWP once again. They're not going to be able to take him out. You will finally peek out, gets that kill, goes to the second as well, with Spiker instead is going to hit it, and now he's alone. 1 versus 4 as he takes his way onto the site. There's so many players to deal with here. We'll grab the first as the flash comes in. 7's still alone over to the left. He picks up the second, and now 7 will finally drop him with only 5 HP as well to work with. So close there. If he actually checked that 3rd angle, he would have easily got that kill onto the 5 HP 7, and that would just be a 1 versus 1, but either way, RCTIC take it, and Empire, they're on the 4 spy for the final round of the first half of overtime. Here we go, straight out into middle. Aggression coming out from Saw. He will be dropped though, and Zori actually managing to land a kill there with that 5-7. So RCTIC super aggressive here on the CT side, working out very well for them, as they already have a man advantage going into this, and Empire at a deficit once again. They have managed to secure a rifle on electronic there instead of a Tech 9. You can see they've got a couple of guns to work with, at least as they make their way onto the site. But Sakaton, he's going to be mid down that chicken coop. They will finally go down. Zori has got the AWP once again, different position from him, so going to be switching it up a little bit. Empire won't be aware of this. Molly going down on the site, so no bomb can be planted right now. And the boost coming out once again from Empire. They did this in the first half. This is great play. He peeks up, Spaz hits that first one, goes to the second as well. We'll see the trade come out as he falls. His 7 also gets dropped, and now Twister alone, 1 versus 1 against Electronic, comes in from the flank and he's going to hit it. 18-15 is going to be that first half of overtime, and RCTIC, they only need 1 more round for this. But oh my god, RCTIC, they've had a phenomenal comeback from this first 9-6 half. Bringing it all the way to overtime and maybe even GG right now. Of course, this is 18-15 as we do see Empire. They have to get 3 rounds in a row just to secure a second overtime. Then they have to do it all again. But this time, I see, it's going to be very difficult because they can't give anything away to RCTIC right now. RCTIC though, they're going to be working their way up over towards the A site here. First kill found by Zori. It's very slow play, at least from the RCTIC side. This is not typical of them. They obviously are very scared going into this T side half. They weren't doing this in the first half. We will see Electronic get taken down as well, so 7 great shot from him as RCTIC make their way storming over towards B, and we're going to see only 1 player holding this alone. That's going to be fixed as the rotations come in. Bomb should be making its way to the site very shortly, and Saw meanwhile grabbing another, so Cyber Focus and Spaz have to retake this in a 2-on-5, and this is going to be a very difficult position here for the side, the Empire team. The Russians are at a huge deficit. Boost coming out once again. Spaz going to be pushing Cyber Focus up towards the flank area, and now Spaz is going to be alone taking this angle. He will go down to Zori, and Cyber not going to be able to trade it. Really great shot from Zori, securing that map for RCTIC, and that's going to be a 19-15 scoreline as we see Cobblestone wrapped up there by the Finnish side, beating the Russian, Ukrainian and Belarusian, if that's even a thing, lineup of Empire. And of course the second map is not